Okay. This one comes from Best of Editor Updates. Originally posted on Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for asking my friends what flavor their wedding cake is? I, 22 female, am in the wedding party of my friends that we will call M, 25 female, and Ro, 25 male, who will be getting married in about 2 months. I have been really excited for the wedding since it'll be an opportunity for all of our friends from college to get together for the first time in 2 years. Not to mention, Em and Ro are my best friends, or at least I thought they were. We have a Discord for all of our wedding stuff, and they have a channel about food. They've been really good about being open about the food that they intend to have at the reception, including vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free options for everyone, and answering questions, so I didn't think there would be any contention if I asked a question. Anyways, about 4 days ago, I posted a message into the Discord asking, "Hey, what's the flavor of the cake gonna be? I want to mentally prepare myself, lol." I think looking back, my choice of extra words is what caused all of this. But I meant it in a sense that I have a long documented dislike of chocolate-flavored foods, like cake or ice cream. So I added it in the event that the cake was chocolate. I received a private message back that the cake would be chocolate, and that if I had a problem with it, then I could shove it, because it was their wedding, not mine. And I felt really taken aback by this response. Never did I mention that I would have been upset, and I certainly wouldn't have put up a stink about it. It's exactly like Emma said. It's their wedding. I explained as much and tried to apologize for any offending I did, but she got even more offensive and started basically blasting me for implying that she was offended, and I was just left overall very confused. I gave it 2 days before I tried to apologize again and smooth it over, figuring she may have just been having a bad day. But I got shut down again, telling me she just didn't need my apology because nothing was wrong and I needed time to stop trying to make it seem like shit was wrong between us and to just drop it. I texted Ro to see if I could gauge what was going on since he and I had always had an open dialogue about things like this, but he basically just told me he couldn't talk to me right now, and I have to imagine it's because Em told him not to. It's been 2 days since, and I'm just really confused. This whole thing has made me want to drop out of the wedding party and honestly not go at all. I wish Ro would talk to me and Em would be honest. I can't help but think maybe I just don't get how stressful wedding planning is, and like maybe they've gotten pushback from other people and other things, and somehow it's being taken out on me. Or is it really a big no-no to ask about stuff like this? I don't know. This is the first wedding I'll have ever gone to, so am I the asshole?
I don't think so. I feel like it's getting blown out of proportion a little bit. Like, you just asked what the cake was gonna be, and didn't say anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're like, I hope it's vanilla because I hate chocolate or something. I don't know. You're the wedding expert, so
Me?
yeah, you're always like, you're winning your choice, and you always have your wedding opinions. So what do you think?
No, I don't think she's the asshole. I think she's just asking a curious question. I think it's, for me, I always look forward to food. So I think that's a fair question. Like, oh,
You're just curious.
what's the flavor of your cake? Like, I don't know. I'm excited. Well, she kind of said it in a negative way. Like, I'm trying to prepare myself. Whereas, like, I would have been like, oh, I'm excited. Like, I'm looking forward to it so I can get excited.
Yeah.
Right? But, so yeah, maybe that has some, like, negative connotations around it. But I don't think she's an asshole.
And they're already stressed from the wedding?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Overall verdict was asshole.
Oh.
But
Interesting.
it's because there's a couple comments in there.
Ooh, okay.
User Ro apparently replies, "Hey Izzy, not surprised you didn't share the whole story.
Oh.
You never do.
Oh, shit.
Just like last year's surprise party for M, TLDR, Izzy here spoiled the surprise and tried to claim my present was hers. I'm quote-unquote Ro, the groom-to-be. I don't do Reddit, but my best man does and frequents this thread. He saw this post and it was so obvious it's you. This whole cake thing did happen, but it's not the whole story, and it did not go the way Izzy claims. First off, cake was not her only complaint. You refused to have a joint bachelor/bachelorette dinner party because, quote-unquote, I have poor taste. And you said my suit was tacky because I wanted white and not traditional black. You whined about the bridesmaids' dresses being purple because you wanted ivory. Any decisions we've made, there's always a complaint. And M has done nothing but be patient and try to find common ground. She should not have to change her wedding choices for you. Second, we never told you to shove it. M only messaged you privately because she was tired of having to argue in the group chat. Everyone else is tired of your bullshit too, so we didn't want to bother them with it. It's cake. Eat it or don't. You have hated me ever since I joined the friend group, and that's fine, but you will not ruin M's day because of your pettiness. If you care about her, then honor her decisions. Of course M is different, 'cause she grew the fuck up. All of us did except for you. My god, you're fucking 22. Stop acting like a spoiled teenager. Chocolate cake will not kill you. By the way, asshole, I'm 26, not 25. Pay attention. I wasn't angry about this until you decided to go on the internet for pity. It's pathetic and immature. For the record, M double-checked my response. She signed off on it. Get it together.
Oh my god. I love it. Clap back. Oh my god. Yo,
This is back and forth.
she's like downplaying it, and this dude's like, why don't you share the full story? Where's the full tea?
Yep, so there's a couple of comments going back and forth. I'll just read all of it.
Okay.
OP responds, it's pathetic and immature to anonymously post asking for advice on Reddit, but you coming here starting shit and posting my real name isn't? Okay, Marcus, since we're not hiding anymore, how does it feel to have your shit aired for real? Here's how I know M didn't sign off, because she never would have agreed to using my real name. You're just trying to get me upset at her too. She's my best friend, and I should have known you'd do this. You always try to manipulate us into being mad at each other. Case in point, when I had planned this really awesome dinner for just her and I, and you had to plan her surprise party for the same day. I just wanted alone time with my best friend, but you couldn't wait one day for the party. M has known me far longer than you, and no offense, I'm sure I know her better than you do. But I've kept my mouth shut because I love her and I just want her to be happy. I complain about everything? Then how come I've never said anything about the hundreds of times you've made M cancel plans with me to go hang out with you? I just wanted my BFF to spend a little time with me. We're not allowed to have sleepovers anymore because it makes you uncomfy. Or take girls' trips for the weekend because it's too expensive. Sorry you can't take care of her like I can. Some of us can afford rent. Clearly, this was never about cake and more so about you hating me. I was fine when you joined the friend group, but you clearly weren't fine with mine and M's relationship. You've been the same towards some of her other friends who I'm sure would agree. Get a life, Marcus. Stop trying to take mine.
This chick sounds jealous for her
They
BFF.
both sound jealous.
No, I'm on Marcus's side. Like, this chick is just going off. Like, her best friend chose him. She's getting married to him. Like, oh, she canceled time with the BFF for the boyfriend. No fucking shit.
I think what she's saying is Marcus got kind of controlling, like not allowing sleepovers because it makes him uncomfy. Like, that's a red flag to me.
That's like the only one. The rest of it just sounds like she's just like causing drama and just saying whatever she can say.
Yeah.
It sounds like she's jealous that
I think they're both jealous.
I think OP is jealous that her best friend's getting married and she's losing her. Like, get your own boyfriend, get your own spouse.
I think they're both jealous, honestly. And then there's a couple other comments. So Ro apparently.
No, it was Marcus.
Replies. No, his username is Ro apparently.
Oh, okay, I like that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. She was fine using your name. You brought this into the internet, not us. If you didn't want this attention, don't post. The plan was for you to distract her while we set up the party by taking her to the movie, not going to the movies and taking her to dinner, and telling her of the party. We waited hours expecting y'all to be back. I have never once made M cancel. She's always did that on her own, and not frequently at all. You have had plenty of alone time with her. Just because she spends time with me too doesn't mean I'm forcing her to. And yes, a trip to multiple countries across Europe is very much too expensive. We already live paycheck to paycheck, which you know. I know money isn't a concern for you, but it is very much for us. Not all of us have apartments paid for by Dad. Nobody else seems to think the same things about me, and if I'm wrong, I will gladly listen and change. But that requires communication directly, not anonymous Reddit posts. You may have known her longer, but you clearly don't know M well. You fail to see how miserable your comments and attitude have made her these past few months. For her sake, knock it off.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you think M is happy? M's not fucking happy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, out of the equation of these three, who's going to get dropped? The husband or the best friend?
Best friend.
The best friend's
Honestly,
getting
yeah.
dropped.
Yeah.
Causing a bunch of, sounds like bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, M makes her own choice. M chose to hang out with
That's what I was
her
thinking.
love.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was confirmed. And yeah, that's totally fine. I think, yeah, maybe OP is just jealous. And...
OP is mad jealous. Yeah. That's the only thing OP is. OP is mad jealous. OP is twisting the situation to make her seem like in a good light, to have the reinforcement of strangers.
Yeah.
Because on the surface, yeah, that comment, you're not the asshole. But when you look at everything else, this was the last fucking straw.
Yeah. And she lied too. They said that they didn't say shove it.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
OP responds to that, quote unquote, paid by daddy, real mature asshole. You know I work hard like everyone else. It's not my fault my parents made better choices than yours and can actually help their kids. And of course, I wasn't just going to take her to the movies on her birthday. Arouse or not, it was still her birthday and she's my friend and I love her. And I wanted her to have an actually decent meal other than the shitty pizza you bought for her. Also, yeah, maybe you didn't tell M to cancel, but knowingly asking for plans when we had them is basically the same thing. Before you, she was fine. She had everything she needed. And for all of you in the comments saying I have a crush or want to fuck M, you're delusional and know nothing about me. We're best friends. I love her. She loves me. Not my fault we have a natural chemistry that everyone over in the internet can feel, but it's not like that. Marcus, you're an asshole. You've been an asshole since day one. Just admit you're not the guy who can give her what she needs and move the fuck on and leave us alone. Bro,
OP's done. Like, if I was M in this situation, I would be dropping OP. Like, first off, you're so entitled that you don't even recognize your own privilege of having your parents pay for your apartment, and then you have to go back and clap back on it's his parents' fault. Like, grow the fuck up. Some people have benefits. Just appreciate your fucking privilege. And then, what was the second part that I wanted to comment on this one? We have a love that can span across the internet. Like, what?
That comment alone makes me feel like she's in love with her.
Yeah.
I didn't think that before.
You're mad jealous. Obviously, M knows what he's typing, so obviously M's on Marcus's side. The next comment from Marcus is going to be that you're no longer invited to the wedding.
Okay, so the next comment is actually so this is from Best of Redditor Updates, so the next thing that they're showing is a comment from someone else. Just another user asking OP, hey OP, did you really make a fuss because you wanted a bridesmaid's dress to be ivory instead of purple? And at Row, apparently, did you really make your fiance cancel sleepovers because it made you uncomfortable? Row apparently responds, no, I never made M cancel anything. I'm fine with her having sleepovers. Izzy wanted to do it at our apartment and kept begging M to have me sleep on the couch so I wouldn't ruin girls' night. For the record, M shut it down, not me. She's capable of making her own decisions. I trust her to set her boundaries. If I came off as uncomfortable, Izzy never mentioned it till now.
OP's delusional.
Yeah.
I'm sorry he doesn't want sleepovers because he has to sleep on the couch. If you asked me to do that too, I'd be like,
no.
Why don't you go have a sleepover at her fucking house? Her paid for fucking apartment by her parents. Also, the other thing I was going to say was like, he made plans for her surprise birthday party. Mm-hmm. And she was like, they're not good enough. I'm taking her to a movie and a dinner.
Yeah.
You knowingly went against his plans.
Yeah.
Like, M was probably pissed off at you after. She's like, what the fuck? Like, he had plans. You had us wait. You had me take me to fucking dinner. I like fucking pizza. What is your problem? I'm surprised OP is even still in the equation here.
Yeah. So OP doesn't actually respond to any more, but someone else comments, does M even still want Izzy there? Because Izzy is sounding more and more unhinged. How did she try to steal your birthday present to Izzy? And then Roe apparently replies, M still wants Izzy there. They've been friends for years. I won't kick her out, but I'm starting to reach a point where I want it. And no, she didn't steal it. She claimed she purchased the gift because, quote unquote, I was too poor to afford it. It was a rather expensive purse M eyed once while shopping, but couldn't get it at the time, so I saved for it. Final comment by Roe apparently. You're proving my point. I'm not going to argue over Reddit anymore over this, especially if you're going to talk about my parents like that, when you know full well why they aren't rich. Either message us in private or drop it altogether. If this is how you really feel, don't bother coming to the wedding.
Yep, exactly.
Woo! I didn't read all those comments, but I just read the first couple. And at first I thought they were both jealous, but no. OP is unhinged. She's crazy.
That's
and
wild.
I think she is in love with her. Like
oh, absolutely.
Like
without even knowing it.
Yeah.
Like without knowing it, for sure.
So I put this one in this category because they went deep. They cut deep with some of the comments, like some of the jabs.
It hurt.
It hurt. I was like, ooh, that hurt me.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah. I love ones like these where like OP gets found out and they get like aired out. Oh my God.
I love it. That was a good opener, a good strong opener.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on. Back to me.